I'm gonna show you something that I eat every single day. It is a bison Happy Meal. It's a bison bowl. It's sometimes bison with potatoes. Sometimes it's bison with rice. And you don't even have to make it bison. It can really be any meat. This is my one meal I have every single day. That is meat, potatoes slash carbs slash rice slash vegetables. And it is super, super nutrient dense. We're gonna use ground bison. Now this is the brand that I get. I get this from Costco. The Costco bricks, they are 1.25 pounds per brick. I got this one from Whole Foods. This is a pound a brick. And what I usually do is I'll have a half a pound, I'll eat half a pound of bison. The way I do that, I don't even unpack it. I literally just cut the packaging like this. I cut it in half, and then what I'll do is I will let this drop out, which is gonna look like this. And then I put the remaining half in a plastic bag, and then I put that in the fridge for the next day. So I put it in the air fryer. You can also put it in your smoker. You can put it in the oven. If you just want the easiest way and the fastest way to cook your bison, I recommend an air fryer because that only literally takes like 12 minutes or so. And what I do like to do is I like to cut it in half. So I have two smaller slices. I put it in the air fryer, but I don't turn it on just yet. I'll just let that sit there because first, we gotta get them taters ready. Now, this is a big sweet potato right here. Personally, I prefer the orange yams. I'll get one, I'll chop off the edges, and then I have my little Dutch cheese slicer. How do you know it's Dutch? Because it says Holland Hup on there, and it also has a windmill on there. I bought this in the Netherlands. You can probably buy this in America. I don't know, but it is very handy, and this is super tiny. I really need to get a bigger one. My birthday is August 9th, and you peel off the skin. I do this very elegantly. Sometimes you'll be peeling the potato and you have like an odd shaped potato. What you wanna do, like here, you can't really get in here, right? What you wanna do then is just cut it right there. And then you just peel it away right here. And then you keep peeling until the whole potato is naked. You then get all your excess peels and you just throw that away. What we're gonna do up next, we're gonna slice this potato because it's kind of like you're eating French fries. And by the way, actually, let me show you this real quick. I wanna show you something really magical that I haven't used in a while. There's really no reason why I haven't used it. But you know what? For the sake of this video, I'm gonna use it. This is actually a potato French fry maker. And what it is you put the potato in here and then kapowski, it automatically turns into French fries. So let's do that. So here's how this works. You can get this on Amazon. I believe it's like, I don't know, a certain amount of dollars. You get that potato in there. These are all blades right here. You push down and then bam! Half of it fell on the floor, but that's okay. Now you got yourself sweet potato fries ready to go and to be put in the air fryer. Now in case you're wondering what's the difference between sweet potato and yams, there's barely any difference at all. What you should know though, potassium is the electricity to your muscle, and sweet potatoes and potatoes in general are loaded with potassium and B vitamins. They're essential in producing energy for your body, natural energy. I'll get the sweet potato slices on the top level of the air fryer, and I got the bison in the bottom. I will turn this on bake, 450 degrees, and I'll turn it on for about 13 minutes. It's gonna heat up. And then when that 13 minutes is done, I'm gonna take the bison out, and then I'll leave the sweet potatoes in for another 12 minutes. And then while the sweet potatoes are cooking for that 12 minutes, I'm letting the bison sit outside, because every time you take meat out of an oven or out of however you're cooking it, you gotta let it sit at room temperature for a little bit, because inside it's still cooking. If you were to do the rice version, you get your rice. It is really this simple. You get your rice cooker and you put your rice in the rice cooker, and then you fill the rice cooker with a bone of broth. Now, bone broth is very important because it has collagen protein. How do you know you have the right bone broth? It's when you check the nutrition facts, and it has anywhere from 9 to 11 grams of protein per cup. That means it has the collagen protein. It's derived from the bones. Not only does that collagen protein fix your skin, your eyes, your nails, your hair, all your senses and all that, it also really fixes your digestion, really boosts your immune system as well. Bone broth is one of the greatest things you can take. And if you put it in your rice and you let your rice cook with bone broth, then all the liquids will evaporate, but all the nutrients will stick to the rice and get absorbed by the rice, and it actually makes the rice taste really good. I'm assuming that you know how to use a rice cooker. It's really just like put the rice in there, hit the start button, and usually 45 minutes to an hour later, it's done. Now, if you do this the night before and you want to have this the next day, you can actually schedule it on your rice cooker. If you're making the potato version, you're not going to get any bone broth in, or are you? Because you can literally just get yourself a cup and pour some bone broth in and just drink the bone broth. You can heat it up and just use it as a little soup, because you can have bone broth every single day. You know how I told you it has like 9 grams of protein per cup? It's only 40 calories and no sugar. If you want to bulletproof your immune system, immune to anything that might happen in the world, and also fix your digestion, because everything starts with your digestion, how you digest foods. It's not what you can eat, it's what you can digest. Similar to in the gym, it's not what you can do in the gym, it's what you can recover from. 1 cup of bone broth every single day. While the bison is cooking, I'm gonna make a little bit of a salad. What I'm doing is just some spinach. I'm gonna heat that up, and I'm going to add some bell peppers. When it comes to bell peppers, I think the best color combo is green, orange, and red, or orange, yellow, and red. In case you're wondering, like, bell pepper, how do you cut this? Let me show you how to cut it real quick. I'm gonna cut a red one right here. I'm not insulting your intelligence. I just wanna make this dummy proof. You'll be surprised by the questions that I get from some of you. So you get the bell pepper, you can chop this off, you don't have to. You turn it upside down and you cut it like this. Now make sure you don't include the seeds, you cut around the seeds, and then you're gonna get these slices right here. I learned this from Gordon Ramsay, the celebrity chef himself. He taught it to me through YouTube. You get these 3 slices. What I like to do is just put them on top of each other, and then you cut it like this, and here's how you're gonna get these slices. Boom. This is how I cut my bell peppers. You might have a different opinion on how you cut bell peppers, but your opinion is wrong. You always want to make sure you have bell peppers fresh and ready to go, because bell peppers are loaded with vitamin C. And when you add bell peppers to spinach, it helps your body absorb more of the iron that is in spinach. So adding bell peppers to your spinach makes your body just more of a sponge, so that you get all the nutrients in. And also bell peppers, they taste amazing. You can add bell peppers to anything. All right, so while the bison and the sweet potatoes are cooking, I like to have daily carrots. I usually eat like 6 baby carrots or 9 baby carrots every single day. The reason why is because carrots have fiber, just like the other foods that I eat. The carrots have a specific type of fiber that is insoluble. When you eat insoluble fiber, it doesn't digest. It's basically like a toothbrush that goes into your mouth and then it just pushes everything out. More specifically, it excretes all the excess bile from your liver. So having some carrots on the side of your little spinach salad, very simple. It's just like spinach with bell peppers. You can really make this however you want. If you're having the rice version, and usually everything lands on my plate, by the way, and you can put the spinach in the rice cooker, and then everything is just one big happy melange. And then on the side of that salad, I'm going to grab usually 10 almonds or cashews. No, these are walnuts, or walnuts. I recommend, if you're eating almonds, that they're not roasted. Try to keep them unroasted, because when you roast an almond, you lose the fiber content that is in the shell. But you can have it salted. These are unroasted, unsalted, because here's a little trick on staying healthy and enjoying your food to the max. When you're eating your real food, try to get the least amount of flavor added to it and just enjoy the natural flavor that it already provides to you. Because if I'm eating almonds and they're fully salted with all kinds of stuff and they're roasted, then that's like a Las Vegas almond. It's like an almond in a G-string and with a big wig, and it's dancing right in front of you. Enjoy real food in its natural habitat. Like these walnuts, I mean, you can taste the nature in them. It's just, and especially if you know they're healthy, it's going down in your system. It's like, oh yeah, go out and regulate my hormones and build some muscle. In this little salad, I'll just get 10 almonds, put them on the side right there. And then lastly, in this meal, I like to have a shot of cranberry juice. And this is just, you can have cranberry juice throughout the day. It doesn't really matter when you take it. I mean, if you're intermittent fasting, you don't want to have cranberry juice during your fast. You want to have it during your eating window, because it does have calories and, you know, natural sugars. But I'll usually have like a cup of cranberry juice every single day. The reason why, it cleans your thyroid and it really makes sure that your metabolism stays up on point. You ever heard like a Ferrari drive by? If your metabolism is always, then you know that you're burning massive amounts of calories whether you are asleep or awake. Problem is, most people's thyroids are all full of junk and garbage because of all the processed foods that they're eating. Your thyroid is like, has Velcro on it, and every time you eat something bad, your thyroid's gonna catch it, and all those toxins and chemicals are gonna be stuck on your thyroid. What cranberry juice does is it goes down and it just like deep cleans your thyroid. It rips off all the toxins, it keeps it clean. That's why I drink about a cup a day. And again, I live by myself, so I just drink from the bottle. Like a little alarm went for the air fryer. That means the bison is ready, but the sweet potatoes are not yet. This bison has been in here for about 12 minutes. And what I'm gonna do is get that bison, put it on a plate, and then I'm gonna let this plate sit for however long you decide to still cook your sweet potatoes. Then what I always do is I get the tray that I cooked the bison on, I take it out, and I start washing that, but then I put this back on for another 13 or so minutes. In the time that the sweet potatoes are cooking, this meat right here is still cooking internally. You wanna let this rest, and then eventually you're gonna put some salt, pepper, garlic over it. So the alarm just went off for the air fryer. The sweet potatoes are done. So I'll put those sweet potatoes on a plate, and then here you have basically what is the entire meal. You got your little spinach salad right here. You got your bison. Now what I'll do is I'll chop up the bison a little bit. Obviously you can see I like my bison medium rare. Obviously if you have a bigger plate, you can put it all on one plate. I'm just being lazy. Here is the absolute essential ingredient for this meal. The greatest ketchup in the world. Sir, what's the greatest ketchup in the world? Sir, it's Sir Kensington. I have 2 of them because this is how many bottles I go through. Sir Kensington's classic ketchup right here. Everybody out there thinking, ketchup, isn't that high in sugar? First off, with all due respect, if you're overweight, you did not get overweight by squirting ketchup everywhere. 1 tablespoon is, look, 15 calories for 1 tablespoon right here. Only, what is it, 4 grams of sugar. 15 calories per tablespoon. Do I then get a tablespoon and measure out my ketchup? No, because I live in America. In America, we do this. Oh, no, because I live in America. In America, we do this. Bam, right there. This right here is the magic ingredient for your sweet potato slices. Now, I want to remind you, this is not unhealthy. You can make anything fit your calories. But these sweet potatoes, they have B vitamins for energy. They have potassium. They have magnesium. They're full of ingredients and they're full of nutrients. And I'm literally eating French fries, sweet potato French fries with ketchup, but not before I put some salt over it. You always want to salt your food to taste. I like this Redmond's real salt. It's fully natural. And then on top of that, what I usually do on my meat, I'll add black pepper. And that's again, just to taste. I just put it on one side. And then I'll also add a little bit of garlic powder. However, with garlic, you want to be careful because if you know you're about to go outside and you happen to like own a gym and you eat garlic right before you go to your gym and then you go meet your clients, you're going to lose clients that way. This is really the whole entire meal. As you can see, this is super nutrient dense. Quick tip, I always eat this first. This is just how my mind operates. This is basically the most boring part. Then I'll eat my meat and my potato and all the ketchup, and it's amazing. I mean, this is like at least 40 grams of protein right here. It's high quality. Everything is so nutrient dense. This is another meal that I look forward to every single day. And this is one of those meals that if you start making this at home, it doesn't have to be bison. You can make it whatever meat you want. It doesn't have to be sweet potatoes. You can do other potatoes as well. It doesn't have to be that vegetable. You can really make this however you want it to be, but you want to make it taste so good that if you were to go out to eat, that restaurant better have the highest quality ingredients, because every day at home in your kitchen, you're already eating like royalty.